Hello everyone, and welcome back to Guild Wars 2. As we load into Radisson, which sort of existed already in Guild Wars 1, except for less impressive in Guild Wars 1. Like in Guild Wars 1, it was just basically there was a cube in L, but mostly it was just a little tiny, well, a town surrounding that thing. Now, it's a giant ass cube. Well, sort of cube. I guess it would be a cube. Hovering above.
You are in violation of city regulations.
Stuff?
You will be reported.
Yeah. Also have a whole bunch of Azure gates. Like we have Azure gates to that. So, I think we'll just begin. There's the Snap Memorial Lab, which would be where Zoj is at. We also have a deactivate golem, you know. Golem sits silent, sits still silent, sort of that. Walk warily out of the corner of the eyes and do nothing. Sam, the golem is very big, thus making no noise, no move. Making no noise? What am I hearing? Spider creature sample notes and implements clear the stable. Social lab assists watch warily out of the corner of the eye as they work. Salmon. Someone's researching destroyers, associated creations of the dragon Primdorius based on discovery to the marches. So this part is progressing poorly. I mean, you gotta understand the dragon minions to be able to defeat them, I guess. Know your foe and all of that. Oh, so Soja. We can't.
Nothing's exploded, right?
No, it's like we can't even talk to her.
You have something to discuss?
Soja, by the way, is voiced by Felicia Day. Greetings, I'm Soja's first assistant monitor. You may call me Chirpy, how may I be of assistance? Tell me about Snap. Day entry restricted. Withdraw our query will be obliterated. Okay. Tell me about this laboratory. This is Soja's private laboratory. It employs a crew of researchers, lackeys, and certificates. I see. Also, over here we should have Mr. Sparkles. Who looks like the most advanced golem compared to like every other golem practically. Except maybe Tammy's. But yeah. Maintenance protocols engaged, syncing data. 1034 hour numbers. That's gonna take a while. But yeah, I mean, about Mr. Sparkles, like, say, this golem. Yeah. Also, the fact that we're using these as, like, the main golem model now, compared to the ones in Guild Wars 1. More research. Examine. Am I lagging? I'm lagging! Yay, super. Just want to examine the table. There we go. So I'm gonna go Mancy True's influence. Cover this. Unless your power crystals stand out, though unusual and innovative. So just various is evident in their design. There should be a do not touch here somewhere. At least I thought there was. Hi.
Excelsior.
Oh, these videos are fascinating, but frustrating. But more fascinating. No, more frustrating. Here we go, kicking the sprockets. Kick. You're liking it? Oh, those cows are very precisely kicking. Ah. So there's also out there, but you really shouldn't go out there. I'm not even sure if I could really go out there. I don't know where I'd end up. But there was supposed to be a do not touch or somehow. Ah. Like what? Like why do I remember her having a do not touch?
Oh.
Transport station users in Genesis experiments and experiment apparatus. Right. The stuff. Stuff that's beyond my pay grade. Which would make more sense if you were... So, yeah, don't do that. It just murders you instantly. Anyway, Patrick Addison. So now that we've seen that, we go to the next instance, which is the Radisson home instance. Which, honestly, I mean, there's some stuff. There's some stuff. I'm not sure where everything else would be, but yeah. Compared to, like, say, some of the home instances, this one just has everything out here in the open, though. Which is actually pretty great. Like, everything's just out in the open. And then we have...
The SNAF prize certainly has generated a lot of excitement this year.
In a few months' time, no one will even remember who won the stupid prize.
Wait, didn't you win a few years back?
We have the engaged demo system. Oh wait, now I remember what I was thinking of. Soldier's workstation, don't touch. The whole point of interest there. But yeah, cats are just everywhere.
Everything has a place in the eternal alchemy.
That's one of my complaints, though, is the fact that it's your home instance. And why the hell are all these NPCs just here? Who invited them to my home instance? Well, it's your home instance, but it's shared among everyone, so... you have a name, but there's no dialogue. But yeah, can we get a good view of Radisson from here? Probably not. I mean, the big ass cube with part of the cube hovering above the cube. I know, right? But yeah, I do like how everything's just sort of out here in the open. So you can just pop in, gather your stuff, pop back out. Of course I don't, you know, failed home instance because, ugh. All those nodes are expensive, like, let's go over here. How much are nodes? Like, they're not too bad, but getting like all of them, yeah, you could see how tedious that would be. And I think those are mostly only high tier ones too, which I guess makes sense. But yet then there's also other ones like iron. Like it doesn't make sense. Like, okay, so you could, there's Orcum, or Or can we come? Metal, iron, platinum, right? Like the trees, hardwood, elderwood, ancient wood. There's like some of them are lacking in things. Like, where's the softwood? Oh, the outside. I can add the Mist Forge, am I? No, it just opens the Mist Forge. It's basically how you buy temporary. You can open and access the Mist Forge. Oh, what we have over here.
Ideas are like cream. Good ones rise to the top.
You're mistaken. The Eternal Alchemy doesn't control the reaction.
Culture stats and market increase recruits.
The Eternal Alchemy controls every reaction.
Instead.
The catalyst controls the reaction. The Eternal Alchemy dictates the variables.
Why is that? Which has to do with dragons. That's increased craving for stability and long-lasting designs. And looking to the far future, we declare that we expect to survive the current turmoil. What's your story? Perfect time here, put these on. What?
You dynamics people are all the same. If you can't attach it to a golem, you
What?
blow it up.
We work on the edge for the sake of progress. I mean, who's ever heard of a bridge transforming society?
How quickly they forget. Perhaps you remember a little event called the Great Exodus?
Yes. In fact, wasn't it a statics crew that unearthed the destroyer nest in the first place?
The explosive nature of the work.
Fun time.
You believe it could revolutionize our field and make people rethink their most basic beliefs?
It works.
I think it could blow up in your face. Add some safety protocols.
What? You just considered to let me use that on you. That has a federal erasure memory for initial conversation. Eh? Yeah, that last time. Pen it off and see what comes. Oh god, they're doing stuff to
Ideas
me.
are like cream. Good ones rise to the top.
Critical danger to establishment, they said. How close-minded. The hug me 909 golems had thrown a display of mechanical engineering, so it was very close. Let's go, too. Clinical charge for perfect, I don't know what happened. Could have been hug me, but lab assistants so shaking themselves to death. So, you made a strangle bot instead of a hug bot.
How may I assist you?
No culture can boast for the period in practically that dynamics is known for. But I thought this was a statics area. Why are you doing hell? Culture stats, that's innovation, and the culture is synergist, that's substance. What makes dynamics so interesting? To construct a punching thing from scratch or power a whirring thing for the first time you simply can't understand. Conscious satisfaction of building things with your own hands with the pure joy of knowing your staggering intellect has been successfully applied to a purposeful project. Well, there you go. And over here, high moto.
Challenge yourself to learn.
I'm sorry, my Super Adventure bot is currently offline. Thank you for your interest. Yeah, you know, you can't go into the Super Adventure bots. It exists, but you can't really go into the Super Adventure bots. Oh shit, they actually took away the NPCs to trade with too. Ah.
My ears, how are you?
I just realized. I'm pretty sure they were there last time. Like, I remember buying shit on the off-season because I had extra things, but they're just gone this time. Huh. Oh well, they'll be back in April.
We'll never get recruits. These dust bunnies have no interest in gut-wrenching, mind-blowing war.
You do not have the proper credentials to pass through this gate.
Exclusive.
Okay, well, my bad. My bad. That leads to Lion's Arch. You have a name. And so there I was trying to have a good brainstorm with the Charr Wars up and interrupt my train of thought. Hi. Things were bad enough with these dragons. Flinging evil in my lab has been scheduled for a council inspection. My lab. Now with a big hairy whatchamacallit bumping into me. Uh-huh. I feel like I should be considered racism right there.
I know what it's like.
Oh, so here it's access to You're not allowed to wield these things. Right. Oh, it's a Peacemaker kill. I know, I sort of like Peacemaker kill. Like, I mean, it's very pink-ish. See? It glowed with pink energy. But yeah, all that karma to unlock everything. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't even count towards the collection. Sucks. I don't have champion wanted. I don't know what the fuck champion marks are. Dynamics Apprentice. They could get directions if need be. You know wrong with here? Up to the council level, because the council's up here in this... the floaty cube above the cube, I believe. The floaty cube above the cube. So yeah, here's the thing though, also, while most of the other races don't let their evil self-hatch into their city, except for the Norn. For some reason the Norn have the stuff right there in the city. It's like, yeah, we could keep watching them from here. Like, why would you just let them in
the council
there?
For additional peacekeeping funds to swell our ranks.
Why? We already have 10 golems to every peacemaker. We hardly need more.
Yeah, but besides that, there's the Inquest, which is the evil Azura. Right? What was the Arcane Council Chambers? You appear inquisitive. Speak up, please only my intro to intimidate you. So what's your role in the Arcane Council? I'm pleased to make time to demonstrate a town for settling disputes among my fellow councillors. So what have you done to settle those? My ancestors the Inquisition has made it possible for me to outsource the council's project advancing to them. Council's important decisions are project for Rose's the Inquest. The council has become stagnant and indecisive. The Inquest has stepped in as my request to provide variable resolution. So what did you do? You're a man with the Inquest? Indeed, and proud of it, my fellows happily share the vast useful intellectual resources for the good of our people. Is this your attempt at recruiting me? I understand your concern, though. You need fair out the Grand State and Sister Cooperation, only on non-interference. I mean, that's a fair statement. We don't need you to cooperate with us. Just don't get in our way. If there's a fulfilled potential of sitting in the council members, yeah, I guess that's fair. Are you youngsters know watch where you're going? Are you a counselor? Where did you imagine you were at the Mountain House? Yeah, got any deals? Shut your yap, I don't need to take your sass. Leave me be. No, but you do. But you do. Do I have other counselors here? Hello,
there's no higher authority than the council.
In here on our latest. I'm sorry, Sudu. Oh, I'm talking to you. I thought I was talking to him. Or her? Her. Her. Yes, her. On latest intervening counseling. So what I missed? You should feel buzzing over project improvers before Yak proposed. Deferring responsibility to the Inquest as usual. You guys are aware of doing that? Of course there was a large way of ourselves. Gone along since we were developing in this gridlock. Isn't project hours the main business of that? Not sure everyone wants to be on the council. We're the ones left obsessed over Minnow and everyone else explores the world.
When is the Arcane Council
basically no one really wants
on
to be
your
on the
proposal?
council. Well, mostly.
Impossible to say. The SNAF prize put all other business on hold.
But someone's got to do the job. But yeah, Azura.
Excel.
Golems are acting up. A complete memory purge.
Move along.
They don't actually have a memory. Just a list of direct...
Oh no, where do I want to go?
Blown
There's
anything up
so many
lately?
places.
Experiment? A lab? A
Oh, I
city
didn't
block?
even get that up one. Because I didn't
Nothing
want
my
to close
fire
it.
suppression golems couldn't handle.
Excelsior.
Create any unprovable
You
theorems
don't want to plug every last hair from
Actually,
someone's
we've
head.
been
one at
debating
a
how
time,
many
until they
dynamic
escape
students
from
it would
mercy.
take to fill the mists.
What? One lab assistants contaminated sample free fall. Yeah, don't go on. Basically didn't know it was out. Go.
I spent 2 days
Look out for the
hiding
business
my
in the
ears
guy.
from
He's
a
fine.
signpost.
I see. Going to blocking my meta rivulet. To what? My meta rivulet. How can I explain it so you understand? Let's just say it's a physical pain and magical energy damage in mind, but don't think too hard. Okay.
How interesting.
Hello, are you lost, feeling confused? Perhaps you need someone to lead you back to a gate. No, I'm here to help. Just look around. How discombobulating or complex structures can be for lesser beings such as yourself. Do not be ashamed to write to ask us for assistance. Not lost.
Ideas are like
Synergy,
cream.
have you ever
Good
considered what
ones
it means?
rise to the top.
Think about the combination of hours and energetic events that come together to create you.
Haven't examined the
Right.
record, but I highly doubt it.
See, these things would have to be slightly different if you were an Azura. But since we're not an Azura,
Always be
everyone
loyal
treats
to
us
your
like we're
crew.
less thing. Going to the archives. I'm sorry, but these facilities are good to your citizens around them. But I want to see the archives. Steal your research data.
How interesting.
What's about talking that makes everyone think they have to do it all the time? Stop right there, stand right on my cogs. I can see the waves of stink rising off you, Charr. When's the last time you bathed? Let's document this. Don't move away. No, I'm gone.
Excelsior!
Synergetics is one true pillar of Azurn society advancement.
Looking for crew members with a
If you want to
background in
understand the
synergetics?
universe at a fundamental level, you come to the right place. So what do you like about it? Synergetics is about the connections and energy that allows how much to work together. We don't busy ourselves with foolish tinkering. Yours on my theory over the hammer away at things. So while the dynamics make shit, they look into the theories and stuff. And what's synergetics? Connection of? I'm trying to think what synergetics would be. Anyway, the problem though is I didn't actually get this one original. Which, oh wait, this is the College of Dynamics. That's...
You don't choose
I thought...
a crew.
I wasn't thinking
Crew
synergetics, I was
chooses
thinking...
you. Well, I'm a
I
genius,
meant College of
and
Statics.
geniuses get to choose their own
I guess it would
crew.
be stat things. Things that already exist, probably. Because I got distracted because, you know, there's a statics expert right here. But this here's the dynamics one. Ugh. Bizarre. There we go, now we're in the statics. There we go. The College of Stats is the only college work contributing to a life's work. So what do you like about it? College of Stats mentality of looking at things in a more permanent sense than other colleges tend to do because, well, it's static.
Hydron has
Get?
many opportunities for a talented student with your credentials.
The careful meticulous process we built to last. So what have you worked on? Devices to allow objects and structures to flow in the air without levitation, patriotism, and positional relays. You can't lift them off the ground. Track them in there when they move. Well, that sounds important. And that's the only guy over here to talk to? Seriously? Okay. Wait, nope, there's some.
Excelsior!
He's not as egotistical Geo Grinder has done at this time. If she's not kept out of the crew by the end of the day, tomorrow I'll be astounded. What? If the crew has been a problem since day one, her reckless experimentations has ruined her structure reinforcements. Tell you what she's doing is stats I can't imagine. What? Every mentor she's had recommended her for a dynamic. She's got too many ideas and can't stick around to any of them. She's still only staying in sentence. Now she's messed up our work. My crewmates are distressing and unappreciative of my work. They blame me for their failures when they lack innovation. Isn't that usually conservative? To step up, we must still be inventive. Our aim is to develop long-term improvements to the existing technology. Lack of innovation support fits with the college or any college really. Huh. 5 years skills man going downhill. To the forge hall. Which is crafting things. And a merchant. Oh.
I'm glad to be taking a break from crew duty.
Right, I was gonna say, what are you, merchant? You're a weaponsmith merchant or such.
You're not the crew responsible for that reactor explosion, are
Oh
you?
no.
Our safety record is well
Time to complain about this, everyone. Welcome to the Polymark Arena. But does not exist.
Excelsior.
Return to get to this gate. Every short trip to a long fall is not fully functional. When will be up and running? As soon as I get the parts I need. By the way, he's never getting those parts. Cause, yeah, the Polymark Arena.
Have any current plans involving the peace?
None that I'm at liberty to discuss.
Just give me some warning before you activate anything.
Thing is, you're never going to the Polymark Arenas. Cause they...
Maybe someone borrowed it and simply neglected to return it.
Perhaps.
Cause they never really, you know, did
But who in
stuff.
their right mind puts a septicaliper in an octocaliper receptacle? Lunacy.
Because Polymark, well, being Guild Wars 1, they thought they'd bring it into Guild Wars 2. It's one of those mini games that never made it into the game. It's like the Target Gallery, which exists, but, you know, you can't really do anything though. Because ArenaNet never went back to these concepts. Like, they created them, and yeah, never came back to them. Like, I remember, I forget where I read it, but there was an article where there was going to be like 20-some mini games and all that. And then, yeah, they didn't really have that many minigames upon launch, and they never did anything about that for years. I mean, it's been a decade, and this shit's been in here since its release, and never worked on. Fuck's sakes. Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm the one who's gonna bring up the fact that you guys never made the minigames. I mean, they might exist by template, but you guys never did jack shit with them. Like, you finally started doing stuff with activities in Heart of the Thorns, but god, those ones weren't that great mostly.
I'm not at liberty to...
I joined the college of status because I was pressured by my parents to do so. I almost did, but they were rebellion. But that would have caused unnecessary complications for myself. Can't you change colleges? Yes, but I won't want to. My parents told me I fit well here, and despite my skepticism, they regret. Instead, we work on things that matter. Well, there you go.
We all have a place in the eternal alchemy.
My nephew is intending to follow the footsteps of Terry spoke to me. He just joined the college of stats yesterday. Guess you inspired him. So he did. He would have been miserable in St. John's anyway. He's a deliberate thinker, practical, and not one to philosophize. Oh, jeez.
How are your endeavors
progressing?
progressing?
To take on craft and dish it all the other homework I have to do. Did it. Parents supposed to teach supports and complete projects. Like usual. I'm giving me more work to teach the importance of completing work. Giving me more work to teach the importance of completing work. Waste effort to make a pointless trinket. I won't have time to complete anything.
A dome structure?
No, I don't want to take on crafting because I have too much to do. Oh god, that's a familiar concept to me. Oh, so where's my tiger? Tiger! Tiger! Hi.
Greetings.
Keep your hands off any contraptions that exist in the lab. Don't even look at them. Your precious gaze might ignite something. Just want to know more about the college I don't know. Everything the other cultures aren't. Ingenious and innovative and curious, it's those qualities that drive us to create the exceptional gadgets all used all across the area.
Elemental essence.
Charr, I don't see you around campus often. Now, if you excuse me, my attention is very focused elsewhere. So while you work in, Tiny Combs control crystal that will allow for simultaneous cloaking and outfits.
You look exhausted. You're working too hard.
You know what they say, a rotating cog amasses no sporophytes.
Gadgetry.
You've not spent a lot of time in the jungle.
I worry that our work at the Hydron unit may shorten our lives.
At least we don't have to handle unstable energy sources or test new weapon systems.
Well, swamp gas and poisons may not be explosive, but they're just as deadly.
Oh, poor thing. Wandered in out of the jungle, did you? Don't worry, I have just the thing for you. I'm swimming with bioflav nets. Are you hungry? No. We have a Galoofi.
Ideas are like cream. Good ones rise to the top.
I'm training to be a jeweler. In my opinion, this is by far my most beneficial hobby I could have just regarding a course personal invention projects. Why? I want for baubles for jewelry takes a particular attention to detail. I thought we manipulating fine wires and circuitry. Well, that's one reason to do it. You know what, while I'm here, reinforce my arm.
My counselor will
and once again with the barrel wrangling.
You look exhausted.
Let's see, I want to go down this way, don't I?
History never lies. Historians, however.
Feel like I'm with the secrets of terror, pouring over old tomes in search of knowledge, exploring caves? Sure. There could be a place for young ranks of explorers. They live in extremely exciting lives. Exploring caves and going to claim you ever lost of time. I think you're part of the Priory, aren't you? Interesting. Exactly. Interested in joining the Priory?
So I said to him, those aren't alto stratus clouds, they're alto cumulus.
Was he even able to formulate a response?
He flung a bag
and that
of
person's
clouds.
using one of those. Because that's basic. The regular way of doing this is very... not exactly easy when you're a Charr. But still, not that hard
It was
either.
pure hubris to assume they could control all the variables on such a grand scale.
I think this one gives me a good view of Radisson. I mean, look at Radisson. Big cube. I think it's sort of like a pyramid cube. Because, you know, the way it's tilted.
You have a great day now.
Is that a threat or a prediction?
Oh, there you go.
Priory during your trip?
Herp. Herp. And welcome downhill. We have this vista that if you go to, you can't get out of. Cause hey,
I have everything you need.
now you can see the bottom of Radisson. With like their sewers and stuff that just empty out into nothing. Because where else are you going to have such? Just dump it into the ether. The problem though is by going to this one you sort of lock yourself in here. Because you can't really go anywhere else. It's unfortunate like that.
Have you ever attended a council session?
Anyway, time to go to the lower levels, everyone.
No. That sounds dreadfully boring.
I said lower levels. There we go. Yeet. But yeah. Let's see what we have here. One of the other students is selling a banned herbal supplement that will ward off sleepiness for almost a week. He voted me till my workload hit. I'm considering it. I wonder if I were you. Right, but the sleep deprivation has caused me to hallucinate. May have to simply turn my work in light. Anything like being an apprentice would be this grueling. So for you look like a little old man. But that's a server for you. I'm trying to remember where everything is down now. Oh god, more people with names. Live it out, reworking a diagram of the new cables for my new comb, designed with the lead of my crew. Been trying to get into for weeks, came up and offered me a position, then we broke it. Why? Because he thought I was Cogstone. Two-timing trim. My Cogstone and two-timing trim bro. My bro always does this. It's when we do a fail with something and then grows and succeeds at himself just to rub in my face. He really wants to. Doubt. He'll probably first offer. Just wanted me to see that he could get in while I couldn't.
Signed on to create, not collect.
What do you mean?
Excelsior!
You don't want to be seen talking to me, I'm an outcast. I don't belong. If you talk to me, they'll start whispering at me too. Yeah. I'll study this. I have no interest in African and demonstrating inventions. Sketches are pretty petty, theory is boring. Promoted to trains reach and sell baked goods. Well, then do it. Like, oh no. It's an Azure that doesn't want to actually, you know, do the science stuff. Instead wants to sell baked goods and they're like, gasp. Thoroughly tempering. I waited my entire life to gain access to some research stacks. Terminals contain unfathomable quantities a day and the supplies I'm inside. These are available to the public. Everyone can look around, but they need to be at least apprentice level to request data or supplies. They must provide chemicals, so. But when I join a crew, my resources will be limitless. Okay.
Did you hear about?
Anyway, I believe this downhill is. I'm not sure. Oh yes, you.
Excelsior.
Cat ears. Oh, customer, are you interested in producing my finely crafted cat toys? I mean, I think I've done that. Oh, I didn't buy that.
Interesting.
How have I never bought that? I don't know how I know about that. How have I never bought the cat toy thing? Look at that. How have I never bought that? I thought I did. F it, I'm buying that. I know I can't use that to level A, but still I'm buying that. Mostly just because I want the skin. But I can't unlock... Okay, I've unlocked the skin, never mind. Which means technically I can sell it back for... Now I can't sell anything to you, can I? Shit, now I need another merchant. Ah, merchant. Shady alchemy.
Interested in something specific?
Nope, you just have ooze spirits.
Yes.
Where's it merchant I could sell?
Good day, citizen.
I didn't do anything.
I'm gonna get like...
Persecute me.
Not even half of it back. Still. What do we have here? Peacemakers? Maybe the Peacemaker place.
Excuse
what
me.
We have here? We have the Ferocious Bell.
Catching prey is easy.
I'm not really
Carrying it home is
Let
tedious.
Me out, please. Oh, so there's a cat frozen hill. Now. Go on, I don't have to entertain tourists. How rude. Try to find yourself one of these steps. Now get out here before I throw you in.
You look exhausted.
Yay, chop chop.
Burning the midnight oil.
We have a mad scientist though. We have an ethereal chicken hill. We have you. Why won't anyone tell me why I'm in the cell?
Don't let Zoja hear you say that. As far as she's concerned, Snaf could do no wrong.
Can you be helped?
Excuse me?
Yeah, that dialogue though. Can you be helped? Hi, nice pink modes you got here.
Excelsior.
Very busy. If you come to show me your praise, a monetary gift is advisable. If you come to ridicule me with your comments down, write your comments down on a piece of paper and then show me in your ear. What you doing? They mean, why are you trading modes? Because why I'm doing is obvious. So an article indicating that researching animal intelligence is useless because governments will always be more efficient. And you disagree? Of course I disagree. I've said I have to prove that Viewpoint is ignorant and closed-minded before you ask him more.
Begin.
Pink modes because I happen to like pink. I bet people ask you that a lot. Hi.
My crew is on the verge of a breakthrough.
Desist
I don't
movement.
have time for it. Let's see better my Mo-Watch duties. Mo-Watch duties. Really trying to put together an avian dance routine, which means I get to birds. Sit the untrained ones. You mean the juvenile ones. That any player could come up and just tame.
We'll never get rid of it.
Ideas are like
Cute,
cream.
boo-goo,
Good ones rise to
boo-goo,
the top.
So tall and strapping. Do you mind do you mind where you put that your again feet? Will you? I really don't want to be accidentally. I really don't want to accidentally bite off a toe. I'm just going to back away slowly. Oh God. A hall monitor. What's the hall monitor? You ever see somebody? Sorry, but they had to lock down the stat storm. Some dumb asterisk spilled things and placed things like the waste lab.
I'm not at liberty to say. Who or what caused the accident is of no consequence. We can and should benefit from it.
Merchant. Can I? No, I can't sell to any of you, but you guys. She has a flask of ooze spirits, yet the Albert guy had a flask of ooze spirits. I know, right? Hi.
Embrace simplicity.
According to distinct schools of thought, my school consists of diligent workers dedicated to making daily progress, geniuses who get things done. That philosophy centers around innovation, through relaxation, and all they ever do is celebrate their accomplishments and waste time. I see. Speaking of that, we have this guy. We could friends the wrong interest groups around our individual purchases assigned to him and patient. My colleagues believe the best ideas come in the mind's free of all limitation. They don't understand our technique. They look down on us for pursuing the freedom of self-expression. As far as I'm concerned, they can keep their daily means and hard deadlines. Yeah, he's expressing himself through dance, everyone. Look at him go. Where's the music?
Embrace simplicity.
Are you watching this ticker? Can you believe inside these people reports news? What seems to be the problem? The world changing magical breakthrough is just good, but they haven't even mentioned it. Said the chief reporter keeps printing her ears on the L. It's not real news. Of course it's real news. Whatever news could possibly be more important than significant technological advances. Well, there we go. Anyway, I want a pill. I'm gonna go uphill. Boop. So over here though we had fish. I thought we had fish. Maybe we don't have fish. Why is the aquarium empty? Why is the aquarium empty?
Interesting.
You haven't fish in here yet? No. Just be patient. You must stay very still so you don't scare them away. Oh, I try to see some fish though. Oh my god, that one's floating through the wall. Now I'm concerned. Maybe an Inquest researcher here. Hi.
Do not bother me with trifles.
My bad. I'll be on my way. The hell's a marple?
Always be loyal to your crew.
Gregorious. There's nothing to see you get lost. Sure there isn't. Sure there isn't.
Maybe someone borrowed it.
And away we go. We gotta go and look at other things. Hey, we're back here.
How may I assist you?
Come on, you just stop breaking. You were supposed to make it so I didn't have to do more work. Ever frustrated, Datsy? Matrix alignment? No. Oh, I was talking to you. Calibration flights? No. Magic gunner? No. What's wrong with these golems? Everything checks out. Have you tried? Of course I have. What do I look like? Lab assistant? I tried everything. Wait. What's wrong with you something like the power cell? You and I to a merchant.
Excelsior.
No, you're more.
You remember the great Golem uprising of '84?
That's the thing.
How could I forget?
But no country. actually do anything though. Ah, here we go. By order of that, you're here by order scram. Because there's an inquest area. You can't go to an inquest recruiting station. You're not accepted though. We're doing our job. We have no need for the likes of you.
Do you require my assistance?
These research were slowed down by a mood test up. Just turns out our scientists have that problem too. So you're looking at those spooky inquests. Take my advice, stay away from them. They're evil pseudo-geniuses. They're skinning you alive just to see what's underneath. So why do you let them in? Oh, that's my opinion on the manifestos. They're still a knowledge for society. They may have seen the King Council. Must have paid tone well.
The eternal alchemy holds the answer, if only we can divine its full influence.
More gifted alchemists than you have tried to crack the code.
Were they willing to do anything?
Default kill. I didn't realize they just had default kill. Hell. Default kill, by the way. Oh, it's not bad. But yeah. Progeny.
My crew is on the verge of a breakthrough.
I'm too frail. I'll show them. I'm gonna be the strongest there ever. Good luck with that. We have a spare kill. It's back with his juvenile Cymops. Oh, and a script. Day 36. Script. Still not discovered. Stinky feet suspect nothing. What are you doing, Al? Rick a van from Scritsburg. Rick is home. Decided to go on recon mission to regain trust of King. Need big trying to pay her big debt. Well, I'll leave you to it. Do you know that porcelain creature has an incredible mental faculty? Relatively biased. Yeah, pigs do have that. So what they do have. Most that proved to be capable assistance for researchers out in the wild. A strong, clean, intelligent, fairly dependent. Clean. Clean, you say. So there could be it's incompetent for proper training. Clean, you say. I wonder exactly call pets clean. Pets like to walk in the mud to cool themselves off and stuff. From the sunlight.
How interesting.
Well, our students is setting a band to over someone that we've made it around everyone. Yet we're still not done. Still not done. I'm missing quite a few points of interest. Anyway, eat. Which one did I miss here?
Are you currently looking?
No, it's probably uphill. Oh, I think I know why I missed them.
Golems are as good.
Oh yeah, and yes, I noticed a thing in chat. Someone asking for 1 gold in bags. Like, here's the thing. Don't beg for Gil when you just arrive. Oh. Apparently we didn't go into this subsection here. We went to that one, but not this one. Oops. Did you know about miniatures? Like, seriously. Why would you tell players that? Oh, you.
I hate the open air. You know, my old crew once proposed placing a giant dome over the city.
I knew I was going to get
I never heard about that project. What happened?
Our prototype crumbled while half the council was inside.
How about a weather control machine? Think of the possibility of hubris to assume they could control all.
I was going to get one of those eventually, I just don't remember when.
You remember the great Golem uprising of '84?
But
how could I forget? I spent 2 days hanging by my ears from a signpost.
Don't know why you'd have to learn about them. I believe we want to go up to... Yeah, up here would do. Time to figure out how to up. How to up. We need to figure out how to up. We could technically just fly up though. Well, where's the fun in that? Where we could up. Like, for example, we can up. That's not how you up.
I fought for years in the Mist War. I know what it's like. You know nothing.
See, we have made our way up somehow. Using the process of fuck. Using the process of fuck. Okay. Thing is, I think I need to actually just hop over there. I'm overcomplicating this.
Exactly my
Because yeah, I just need to go up this way and hop across to this. And then hop my way uphill.
You're sending me into the hot
The process of hopping up routes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for
not
the
overly complicated. I just overcomplicated myself. Makes sense. Okay. Now we're going to go to one of the places I'd probably started forgetting actually existed. That would be outside. Now we want to go to the idea incubation lab. The place where you take ideas and incubate them. There also used to be one of the places where you could grind, what was it? You could turn critters into, stuff.
Step back, citizen. This area is off limits.
That's plus the basic work you cannot be followed without appointment. I have an appointment. Put it on the list.
Embrace simplicity.
There you go. Can't go to the idea incubation lab. Oh well. But yeah, it used to be you come here and you turn a bunch of buggies into stuff using... It's hard to explain it. There's a hallway thing that turns critters into candy corn things that you form for tot bags? Or it's either tot bags or candy corn. I can't remember which. Either way was a thing. Anyway, yeet. I think I want to go back to this one and go to level 1. Okay. So, welcome to Dante Quay. We have saltwater fish, though.
Have you ever been to the crew
Do you
chief's
mind my
quarters?
life's work? I don't
Only
blame
once.
The beautiful profession. Captain treats at your service. Must be inside being a ship captain. On one occasion, we ran out of water for 3 days. I started seeing pink moles everywhere. Delirious. We read on a small island of blood-tight goats. Things got even more bizarre than
I saw sheep squirming
turned out
inside
the only
the
thing we
jar.
actually go to
Creepiest
was actually
collection
go
ever.
to pink moles. Even more alarming, we discovered a pirate ship closing on the beach when we went aground. How did you escape? For some reason, in the end, we learned how to effectively herd wild moles, and the pirates learned that flock of moles loose on your ship can be problematic. There we go. But yeah, boats. Boats. Hi. Fine, well,
How may I assist
I
you?
feel like I have a question bouncing around inside you. I do. What do ships bring you? Bring everything we can't go. We can't or don't bother to create here in Manchester. Natural resources and foreign goods. Some of them even bring products from your homeland. And did you let pirates dock here too? Yes, it's practical as long as they behave themselves. It's not a business what they do elsewhere. They bring golden goods. Win-win arrangement. I see. Also, this big arc-like ship. Oh, by the way, I hate the water out here just because it goes down. It's deep out here, and I don't like deep. Yeet. Hi. Once scarcely outside the port reaches the Charr's Bay, I saw such an abhorrent monstrosity. Knew its best believability. It's orbital. So we're in this demon ship, all ragged sails and jagged edges. It seems from the depths like death and silver's going after us. Well, that sounds fun. I'll leave you to your work. I need to figure out how to get up. Huzzah! I said huzzah. Festa! But yeah, it's easy to forget this area exists when, you know, you've been up at the very top of it or something. It's easy to forget that there's a bottom. Also, I want to point out the fact that this didn't even exist in Guild Wars 1. Like, there was no just sea exit here next to Radisson. Radisson was just... In fact, yeah. Like, it doesn't feel right, does it? In a way. Because here's the thing about Radisson. Yeah, like, down here should be like, what was it, that one zone. And then, like, over here should be the, what was it called? That one haven. Like, the Tarnished Haven should be, like, down here somewhere. But yeah, Radisson, it's a lot bigger than, you know, it used to be. It feels like it's not right, exactly in the right place either. Or maybe it's someplace, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, there should be like an entire map like south of Radisson, actually. There was one that was, anyway. They planted over here. And then there was the Shards of War dungeon, that also led over to, like, here. But yeah. Anyway, up we go. Huzzah! And thus we have explored Radisson. And here we have more Inquest. Hi. Hey,
don't bother me with trifles.
Yeah, we're doing sensitive work here. So what you working on? Moronic or just stubborn? That's there before we forcibly remove you. There are no peacemakers in the vicinity when we outnumber you. Oh, I mean, if you think you could take me. But yeah, so that's Radisson, everyone. Which means next time we go to Metrica Provenance. Next time. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice day. Oop.